Car salespeople are going to lose a career if they don't pay attention and shift with the changing of times.
Auction, these are like the inoperable vehicles, like cars that just are like completely like whacked out, like not working, not running, salvage. They might get sent to like Copart or something.
The car dealership I bought my car from has royally screwed up.
Car dealerships are hitting a breaking point, and honestly, it's been a long time coming. For years, customers have walked onto lots hoping to buy a reliable car, only to walk out confused, stressed, and buried under surprise fees they never saw coming. Dealers mark up interest rates, inflate monthly payments, and hide add-ons inside contracts. And they do it because they can. But the game is changing, and the people running these dealerships can't keep pretending nothing's happening. Car salespeople are about to face a harsh reality. If they don't shift with the times, they're going to lose their jobs. Buyers aren't falling for old school tactics anymore. They're researching online, comparing rates, watching reviews, and walking away the second something feels off. The salespeople who still act like they're doing customers a favor by checking with their manager are getting left behind. The ones who survive will be the ones who treat people with transparency, respect, and real honesty, not pressure and manipulation. And the worst part? Some dealerships are taking it even further. They'll keep your car after a service appointment just to run a few more checks, and magically, new charges appear on the bill. Or they'll try to trap you into extended warranties you never asked for. It's the kind of behavior that breaks trust fast, and now entire dealerships are paying the price. Lots are emptier, sales are dropping, layoffs are already happening, and unless the industry wakes up, this is only the beginning. Check out some of these videos.
If you're a mechanic or work at a dealership or a car warranty place, I have a question for you. So my car has been in the shop at the dealership for almost a month, okay? We bought it used with about 20,000 miles on it. We took it into the shop because it was making a popping noise whenever I was turning the wheel, and they replaced the ball joints. After replacing the ball joints, I went and picked it up. It was still making that noise, so we took it back up there, and they have had it since. They have replaced some kind of bar, and they are saying that they cannot figure out the issue, so they're gonna have to run more diagnostic tests and try something else, right? Well, it's going on a month. I had a minivan. They put me in like some 5-seater Jeep, first of all, and it's just, we need the space. I need the space for my kids. My question is, what do we do next? Like, if they cannot fix the issue, if they can't fix the problem, what's the next solution? Like, what do they do next? How many times do they get to try, and how many times do they get to like say they fixed it and it not be fixed before we can actually like do something about it? I love my car. I love the van. It's a Honda Odyssey. I love it. But like, how long can they keep my car? Because I don't like the rental that I have and I don't want it. So like, what do? I don't know what to do.
The car dealership I bought my car from has royally screwed up, and I don't know what to do to hold them accountable for the mistakes they've made. And so I'm hoping this TikTok reaches the right people, because I need help and I need a car. So let's start from the very beginning. I purchased my first car that I purchased by myself back in May of 2022 at a local Honda dealership. And it went well. I really enjoyed the car salesperson, and I thought everything was fine. For the next couple of months, I would get email notifications of my car being serviced at that dealership when I had not taken it in. And I think it was weird I was getting these notifications that my car was being serviced at the dealership when it wasn't, of course, but I thought it was just a clerical error. Well, I eventually do take it back to that dealership to get the oil changed, because I was offered like a free oil change. And the service advisor is like,
so, there's another name on your title, and in order to get that free service that I had been enticed with to go to the dealership, he was like, you'll need to provide that name.
And I was like, there should not be another name on the title or the paperwork or whatever, because I bought my car by myself. No lover, no family, no parent, nothing. It was me, just me. And he was like,
Okay, I need to go check something.
I sit down, I'm like, maybe he was just looking at a different car by accident. He comes back and is like,
So, there is another name on your title and associated with the VIN number on your paperwork.
and I was like, that is not right. That can't be right. And it turns out when they filled out all of my paperwork, so the everything, they had accidentally wrote the wrong VIN number on all of that paperwork. That VIN number was for a duplicate car that was a white Honda HRV 2022, same amenity, same everything. But that car was owned and operated by a lovely man named Jorge, who lives in the local area and who I guess bought the same car that I did. But instead of writing the correct VIN number of the car I was driving, they wrote his instead. So technically, two people are owning the same vehicle, even though my car that I'm driving has a completely different VIN number. So I'm reassured that Honda Legal is on it, that they will fix it, they will do whatever they need to do to get it right. I periodically call and I'm like talking to them, but they're beating around the bush. They're not fixing it because technically when I bought the car, it was under different ownership. So they're trying to figure out who's responsible for fixing it. I don't care who's responsible for fixing it. Fix it. So fast forward to September of 2023. I get in a car accident. I'm driving down the highway. I have just pressed the gas when I see the truck in front of me slam into the car in front of it. And I just think in my head, this is about to suck. I just crunch into that truck in front of me. I sustained a seatbelt injury, and the front of my car, when I last looked at it at the body shop, was no longer attached to the car anymore. So it's a mess because my insurance is like, hey, the VIN number on your insurance policy and on all of your paperwork that you gave us is incorrect from the actual car that was in the accident. And I was like, I know. I got in the car accident at the beginning of the month, and it is now the 23rd, I believe. Honda's still dragging their feet. And I don't know what to do anymore. I need a car. Ugh.
Car salespeople are going to lose a career if they don't pay attention and shift with the changing of times. I was going to buy a car. I needed a car. I wasn't worried about the money. I just needed transportation. So I went to the closest car dealership, which happened to be a Ford. I don't care what car I want. There was like all of these expeditions or excursions or whatever they are. And I took it for a test drive. The car sales guy got in. We drove it. I said, dude, I want to buy the car, but I'm not going to sit in your car dealership filling out paperwork all day. I don't have time for that. Can you work up the paperwork? Take my money. He goes, I can't. You got to come in. I go, dude, you're going to lose this sale. I will give you the money right now, but I'm not sitting in a car dealership for hours while you work up the paperwork. He said, sorry, man. I left. I went home, got on my phone, sat on my couch, and I bought this Tesla that I'm sitting in now. I was going to buy their car from them for $45,000. Instead, I went home and I spent $63,000. I spent more money for convenience. People that don't understand that will get left behind.
Imagine dropping off your prized Camaro ZL1 1LE Hendrick Edition, rare car by the way, with under 1,000 miles at the dealership for a simple starting issue. You specifically tell them, do not drive this car off the lot. Easy, right? Well, a service advisor at H&L Chevrolet in Darien, Connecticut decided those instructions didn't apply to him. So he takes the car for a joyride on I-95, floors it over 90 miles an hour, loses control, and totals the car. He also wasn't wearing a seat belt, by the way. The car was worth nearly $100,000, and now the owner, Kenny Hable, a race car driver no less, is suing both the dealership and the service advisor for negligence. Why the service advisor thought it was a good idea to race around in a customer's car is beyond me, but the moral of the story is when you drop your car off for service, maybe install a dash cam, or better yet, choose your dealership wisely. Let me know in the comments what you would have done in this situation if this was your car.
My grandma came to your dealership 3 days ago. She bought a 2014 BMW 435i, $12,000. And this is the first day I've driven it. I'm pulling out of my friend's driveway, and there's a huge puddle of the car's leaking. The car's leaking all over the driveway.
Is it like an oil material, or is it actually, like, can you tell what it is?
Okay, I'm under the car right now. It's a white liquid. It keeps coming out. It won't stop.
You had the AC on when you drove from your grandma to your friends, right?
Yeah, obviously.
When it's very hot outside and you have the AC on, a condensation will happen.
The car isn't overheating. I'm looking at the little temperature case.
Yeah, I get that. When you have the AC on and the temperature outside is extremely hot, a lot of condensation will happen all around the AC component. And what happened is, because the AC components are extremely cold and it's very hot outside in Florida, the humidity will actually accumulate on the AC compressor and other stuff, and it will start dripping water. So most likely, just because the AC is working, that's all this water dripping causing that puddle under the car. So it's...
Yeah, it's a huge puddle. I'm telling you, there's something wrong with the car.
I promise you.
My grandma put every cent she had into this car. She's been saving for it since I was 10 years old. I've always been into cars. I've always liked BMW. She's been saving for this car years. She spent $12,000. Almost everything she has.
It's just when you turn on the AC in Florida, because it's really hot outside.
No, don't give me that.
I'm really trying to help you, man. I promise you, this is just simply water from condensation from the AC system.
Are you guys open tomorrow?
We are open from 9:30 to 6:30.
All right, I'm going to be there exactly at 12 p.m. You better be ready.
Yeah, just bring it in, man. I'll show it to you. I'll put the car in a lift for you, and I'll explain to you how all this works. And I'll Google it for you. I'll show you a couple of videos to show you that is actually water. Just don't stress it.
$12,000.
Let me take a look at it in person, man.
I'll be there at 12 tomorrow, okay? Be ready.
Okay, yeah, I got you, man. I'll help you out when you come in.
Okay, so at the auction, these are like the inoperable vehicles, like cars that just are like completely like whacked out, like not working, not running, salvage. They might get sent to like Copart or something. So what do you notice? Like, you notice anything like any patterns here? Huh? Do we see any patterns here at all? Huh? The same old cars, all junked out, broken, new. Yep. I don't see any Hondas or Toyotas really. But yeah, that's what you got here.